All right, Shalom. It's the brother Tabawan from the GMS in Indianapolis camp coming at you with another lesson. All right, as always, want to start out by giving all praises, all glory, all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do well. And peace and salutations to you, hopeful like brothers out there pushing his word and 100% truth and sincerity to wake up the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. All right, the topic of today's lesson is pretty much going over how, it's pretty much, it's better to go into the house of mourning. All right. And, dealing with the suffering now rather than dealing with that ultimate suffering, man. All right. So I'm going to start here in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 2. It says, "It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart." All right, so pretty much what the scripture is going into, the house of mourning, all right, being likened unto, the truth, man. All right, because guess what? When you come into the truth, all right, you start to learn what's really going on out here, man. All right. You start to learn, hey, who your enemy is. All right, what's been done to you as a nation, man. You learn who you really are. All right, and guess what? It sucks, man. All right, because ultimately you want to get delivered out of here. All right. The house of feasting being likened into being into this world. All right. Because what happens during the feast, man? It's all smiles, man. All right, everyone's in a good mood. All right, but here in Babylon, guess what? The scriptures tell you that this arise and depart, for this is not your rest, man. All right, this isn't supposed to be a house of feasting, man. The world. All right. And that's why, like in Noah's time, what did it say in Matthew's 24 about how in Noah's time they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage? All right, they were into the house of feasting, man. And ultimately, guess what? It led to their demise, to their destruction. Likewise, it's going to happen again. All right, these people of the world, they're into the house of feasting, man. They're into partying, man. All right, going out to these clubs every weekend. All right, you got niggas going out to the club during the week. All types of shit, man. All right, rather than getting closer to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. All right. So like I said, what was going on back in Noah's time, the same thing is going to happen today, man, with the people going into the house of feasting. All right, but this scripture said it's better to go into the house of mourning, because ultimately when you're in the house of mourning, guess what? You're seeking after salvation. You're seeking after righteousness, man. All right, and we understand that here in Babylon, when you learn who you are, and really learn what's going on, it vexes you, man. All right, because ultimately you want to get delivered up out of here. All right. It says then to go into the house of feasting, for that is the end of all. And jumping back to the part, guess what? You go through it in its truth, man. All right, the Lord puts you through these light afflictions, man. So it's the house of mourning. It's not always easy. All right, going back to the scripture, it says, for that is the end of all men. All right, so like I was saying earlier, man, it was the end of all men. Back then. I guess the Lord only saved 8 souls during that time, man. All right, and the time that we're coming into, that guess what? There's going to be a lot of mass death as well, man. All right, because they seek after the house of feasting. All right, they seek after anything that's pleasurable, man. All right, these people don't want to suffer for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. All right, if it interferes with their daily routine. All right, they daily life, they don't want nothing to do with it. If they can't smoke no weed, man, if they can't eat no shrimp, crab, and lobster, guess what? They don't want nothing to do with it. If they can't eat no pork, they don't want nothing to do with it. All right, they rather go out and party every weekend, all right, and live in sin. So ultimately, like I said, what it says, for that is the end of all, man. It's gonna be the end of 2/3 of these jakes, man. All right, coming soon. All right. It says sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made. And matter of fact, I had a scripture just pop into mind because these people that are in the house of feasting, that's why you can't deal with people of this world. So like I'm kind of going off track, but I had a scripture popping in my mind in a book of Proverbs because that's why you can't deal with people of this world, man. All right, because you hanging out with people of the world that are constantly going into the house of feasting. Guess what? It's gonna begin to corrupt you. All right, and make you want to seek after the pleasures of this world, man. Slocky, I'm starting. It says the book of Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20. It say, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. All right, so that's why that you don't want to be around people that seek that house of feasting, man. That's always looking to have fun. All right, here in Babylon, because like I was saying earlier, this is not a place. It shouldn't be a place of a rest. All right, that's why you should always seek to be out there, to be with wise men, men of the Lord. Because it said a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Because you constantly hanging around fools, you're gonna become a fool yourself. All right, you're gonna become a sinner yourself, man. And ultimately, that's gonna lead you into that destruction, man. That ultimate destruction being them thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. It's like I went off on a tangent, not on a tangent, but it was off topic a little bit. But back at the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 3, it says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. All right, because guess what? When you're going through these things, all right, what do the scriptures say? For gold is tried in actually I'm gonna pull it. I don't know if I got the. I'm not sure if this has a apocrypha. No, it doesn't. Slakia. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2. I'm gonna go straight to the point. It says the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 5. It say, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. And so, when you going through these things, you're that gold being tried in the fire, man. So when you're going through these trials and tribulations, man, as during your walk, guess what? You're being made better. All right, and it sucks, man, going through these light afflictions, man. All right, but as a man of the Lord, you got to recognize that there's light at the end of the tunnel, man. Hey, that's why I said, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better, because you're being made better, man. You're being refined. You're getting all them impurities out. All right, when you go through these things. All right. And ultimately, it's that's why sorrow is better than laughter. All right. It says here in verse 4, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Let's see if I can pull this word mirth real quick. All right, it says joy, mirth, gladness, joy, gaiety, pleasure, glad result, and a happy issue. All right, so it said that fools is in the house of mirth, the house of joy, the house of laughter. All right, because guess what? They enjoying it here in Babylon, man. All right, they living their life to the fullest. All right, not knowing that this place is not our rest, man. Knowing that this place is eventually going to be destroyed. Not knowing. Well, some of them do know, but not knowing that this place is going to be destroyed. That's why the heart of fools, or when you go into that word heart, is going into your mind. All right, the word loud. So it says, but the mind of the fools is in the house of mirth. All right, so they're all that's all they're focused on is that constant joy, gladness, happiness, man. Here and there and in their captivity. All right, that's why they're gonna be destroyed, man. All right, because they rather seek after joy and happiness rather than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which ultimately is gonna lead you to that joy and that happiness, man. All right. But it said the heart of the wise is in the house of the mourning. House of mourning. The heart of the mind of the wise is in the house of the mourning. All right, so the wise is always focused on the scriptures, man. The truth. Always focus on salvation. All right. Hey, the wise done let go of this world, man. All right. They seek out they delight. What does it say in Psalms chapter 1? I ain't gonna get the whole scripture, but I'm a whole chapter, but I'm gonna get this point real quick. It says, blessed is a man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. All right, so that's what the mind of the wise is on, man. The law of the Lord. That's where they get their joy from, man. All right. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, these people of the world, they mind is on wickedness, man. And constant joy and being and wanting to feel good all the time. All right. That's why they're going to be destroyed. All right. It says it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise and then for a man to hear the song of fools. All right. That's why, because guess what? When you being rebuked, guess what? At some point you may have went off. All right, whether you know it or not, but guess what? You're being rebuked to be made better. All right. It says it's better to hear the rebuke of the wise. Them words of rebuke is far better than hearing the words of these fools, man. Than being around these wicked 2/3 jakes. All right. That's why you got to let go of this world, man. All right, because ultimately, as you know, guess what? It's going to lead you onto destruction, man. All right. You can't be in that spirit of not wanting to be around the brothers because you don't want to get rebuked at some point. That's wicked, man. All right. The scripture just said it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise. All right. It says, for as the cackling of thorns under a pot, so as the laughter of a fool, this is also vanity. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. And the heart of these fools is destroyed, man. All right. They don't accept that gift from Esau, man. All right. But the wise, all right, they understand that they're currently under oppression. I said oppression. All right, so you get pissed off when going through day-to-day life here in Babylon, man, because you understand what's happening, man, what's going on. All right, but these people that are in the house of feasting, man, that are in the house of mirth, all right, they hearts is destroyed, their mind is destroyed. All right, and ultimately they're gonna be physically destroyed. All right, by them thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. So it'd be best for you to suffer for a righteousness sake, man. Suffer for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That way you don't have to endure that ultimate suffering, man. All right. So I believe that was the point. Lord willing, it was edifying to somebody out there. As always want to give all praises, all glory, honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do real well. And peace and salutations to you hopeful like brothers out there pushing this word in 100% truth and sincerity to wake up the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel.